Look, then run for your life.
I'll kill you, alligator man!
Welcome to Gone Bad, where we talk about movies that you either watch or you don't watch. Today's movies are going to be Nightmare on Elm Street from 1984, Wes Craven, thumbs up. And we're also going to be talking about the new 2010 version. I'm Tim.
And I'm Dominic. I was hidden behind Tim's book.
Yep, as always. So,
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street, a staple in horror films, B-movies, and everything.
Absolutely.
You
Scared
agree?
the hell out of me as a child.
Yes, scares the
Very
hell out
much
of me
so.
as an adult.
Yeah. A little bit. So none of us really for or against either one. We're just going to compare what the two are.
Yeah, although I gotta say I'm kind of for both. I was going into it expecting something a little along the lines of the Friday the 13th remake, which thumbs down in my opinion. But this movie, although it's not great, like it's not like a gemstone that you gotta run out and watch, it's still an amazing remake.
Quick reasons why I actually liked the 2010 one. I definitely liked the fact that Freddy looked like a burn victim.
Yes.
However, it kind of worked against them because I felt bad for him. Not so much afraid for him. You see creepy burn people, you're like, oh, that's really sad. You're going to be ugly for the rest of your life.
Oh, see, I didn't feel bad for him. I kind of like the new makeup compared to the old makeup. Although I do like the old makeup. I thought it was awesome. But, I mean, you got to admit, their casting choice, Jackie Earle Haley.
Yeah.
I mean,
fantastic.
if anybody was going to pick up the reins of Freddy Krueger,
Yeah, here's the deal, though.
Better.
I thought he was scarier as Rorschach than he was as Freddy.
You like 2010 version?
I definitely love 2010 version. I especially love the fact that the retarded blonde chick in the beginning gets killed so violently.
Yes. How many of you who have actually seen this movie believe that that girl is in high school? Come on.
I didn't.
She looked like she was at least 27 or 28.
Although she was born in '86, right? No, obviously not in high school, but she's definitely still pretty
But they're
young.
supposed to be in high school.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the Dean character who slices through in the beginning looks like he was 35.
But it was so good.
Yeah, I like the 2010 version. I really do. It was enjoyable. It was fun. I hated the ending though.
Although I didn't like the fact that they both lived. I like in the first one how they don't both live.
By the way, the '84 version, getting to watch Johnny Depp get killed, one of my favorite things of all
very much
time.
so. I would have loved to see him get cut up.
Yeah, but he couldn't do that. He was 21 Jump Street.
So
He's a heartthrob. You don't kill a heartthrob.
you kill a heartthrob.
That's like stabbing
You kill a
a
heartthrob. Would you seriously want to let Justin Bieber live?
No,
I think that
would
guy
not,
needs to be
actually.
put into a blender and then
God, I
blended
hate
up.
that kid
Yeah.
so much.
Now, the 1984 version, written by Wes Craven, amazing. Before we talk about it, I gotta show you something.
Okay.
Something I pulled out of the Check this shit out.
This is fantastic. This, I actually have never actually seen one of these before.
Yes. This is what all you independent filmmakers would have been making your films on. People like, well, actually, I hope that Wes
Do you
Craven
think
probably wasn't.
Indie could have made film with that? That thing seems like it would have been expensive even back then.
I don't know.
That's pretty technologically advanced for the
Cool.
80s.
Check it out.
Or 70s. This is red. Okay, so what did we think of the old one?
Usually with all these like old slasher and horror films, you get a lot of TNA.
Yeah.
And there was no TNA in this movie. There's a few suggestive scenes. There's no TNA. And I gotta say, I was so involved in the movie. Kudos to that, because if there's no TNA, usually my attention is elsewhere.
Besides, the actresses in it were pretty doggish, too.
That is very true.
I don't think I wouldn't want to see TNA from the Bucktooth heroine.
No, that's not true, because I believe it was Ron White who said that if you've seen one boob, you want to see all of them, regardless of whether they're the bucktooth.
Okay, I guess so.
And I adhere to that. Even
That'd
the ugly
probably
chick in the beginning.
That would actually explain why my roommate has slept with so many other chicks. Okay, what I definitely liked about '84, first of all, I like the ending. God, that ending I did not expect. And I had already seen the movie before, which is funny. I had seen it, I did not expect that ending once it happened again, but it was fantastic, totally loved it. Again, Johnny Depp being killed, one of my favorite scenes.
Yes.
I also love the fact that he was watching TV and listening to his record player at the same time.
Yeah.
And the sign off on the television, he's watching TV and they sign off at midnight.
They actually
that
used
was
to do
very
that.
cool. I know they used to do
that
that.
was pretty cool.
I forgot that they used to do that.
Since we're talking about the end of the movie already, it's kind of lame that she's in that house breaking all these fucking windows yelling, help me, help me.
And
the police are directly across the street and nobody comes to her rescue.
Here's the deal. The neighborhood looked like an uppity white neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was not South Central.
Black people don't go there.
No.
Please, no.
Obviously not. You know, those are some lazy fucking cops. In a ghetto, I would expect that.
Yeah.
In her neighborhood, not at all.
Yeah.
That was easily upper middle class.
And then the whole MacGyver thing. She's got like 20 minutes to go to fall asleep and get Freddy, get out, get her dad over there to take care of Freddy and everything like that. And yet she has time to set up like 4 booby traps. One which is an exploding light bulb, which is freaking awesome. And she gets to talk to her mom and tuck her drunk mom into bed.
Which kind of come out of nowhere. Like, the mother wasn't really a drunk in the beginning, and then she was. Yeah. But she was the prettiest drunk I've ever seen.
Yeah.
She was very well kept together.
Much better than the lead.
I like the beginning of the original one much better than the first one.
Yes. I didn't realize that they actually started with Freddy in the original one. And I remember one of my biggest comments after seeing the new one was, really, you start with Freddy, you gotta kind of keep it going. And they did that in the original. Yeah. But you're right, it was much better in the original than in the new one. As
for the middle of the story, the meat of it, I would have to say that I definitely much more enjoyed the new one. Only because, not because the acting was much more natural. Although that blonde chick, even though she died, I didn't think she was going to be able to carry the film. She did a pretty good job, though. I got to tell you that. I thought she did a pretty good job doing her part. And then when she died, the best acting I've ever seen. Or
very true.
Just because it was
or the best CGI you've ever seen.
That, either or.
And the new Nancy, way better, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Hotter, better actor.
Even though she was still weird looking, though.
Oh, I'm cool with that, dude. That is my type of chick. That is my type of chick.
I don't know. Anyway.
If you had to rate both of them, based on Boomsticks, what do we got? I would give the 84 version 4 out of 5, and then I would give the 2010 one 3.5 out of 5. I would... See, I loved both movies. I wouldn't say they were both amazing movies. So I would have to go probably a 3 on the 85 version and a 2 on the 2000 version.
I didn't think they were.
Yeah, see, you know what? The way I look at it is, I mean, if I was going to go, like, bad movies, you got to go into the negatives. You've got to.
Yeah, that's true.
And, I mean, a movie that's just barely to the point where it's like, okay, I'm cool because I hopped into it and I wasted a little bit of time, I'd give them a 0.
You know what bums me out, by the way, about the new movie? After I went to go watch it today, I actually found it online for free.
Oh, that sucks.
That sucks.
But that's for another time.
Exactly.
That's everything for today, yes?
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. My name's Tim.
I'm Dominic.
And this is Gone Bad, so we'll see you later.
Take it easy, everybody.
I'll kill you, alligator man!
Hey, you guys. It's me, Dawn, and I'm here to do my own movie review. Is Dracula vs. Frankenstein, a 1971 hip-happening, groovy kind of mod, B-rated movie. Here's the plot. Okay, Frankenstein's ancestors, they are trying to revive Frankenstein, and he enlists the help of Dracula. Well, all along the way, someone gets killed. There's like a lot of crazy carnival action, and there's a midget. It's really, really cool. And this was, it's distributed by Troma Entertainment, so you know Troma's really, really good. And actually it has Lon Chaney Jr. in his last horror film. He's kind of bloated, he's kind of like an alcoholic, but he's still really, really good. He plays like this mute kind of monster, you know, his name's Gorgon, and he goes around and he hacks up a bunch of girls on the beach, and everyone's having sex, but if you have sex in a horror movie, then you know you're gonna die. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that movie. It's Dracula vs. Frankenstein. It's actually really a good movie, like a cult phenomenon. So, you know, just check it out. Dracula vs. Frankenstein, 1971, Troma Entertainment. I'll see you later.
I'll kill you, alligator man!
I'm going to be reviewing for you Clash of the Titans. It came out this year, 2010. It was an expensive exercise in mediocrity. The last anyone had heard, the forcible viewing of the 1981 Harry Hamlin disaster, Clash of the Titans. It had been implemented as a highly effective torture technique at the now-defunct Abu Ghraib holding facility. Humanity prevailed, however, and the film was removed from the list of approved interrogation methods, favoring waterboarding, as the latter presented subjects with fewer long-lasting side effects. Yet after suffering the prolonged agony, that is the current remake of this convoluted epic. My view of humanity still wavers between mildly retarded and downright evil. Spoiler alert, for the most part, everybody in the film dies in the end, but don't worry about it, because you won't care about the characters anyway, and that's if you can recall who they are to begin with. This soft and formless piece of poor Alzheimer's patient's excrement was running long at 10 minutes. Sam Worthington, plays the lead role of Perseus, with the same flat and instantaneously forgettable affect that he brought to the electrifying roles of robot but human guy in Terminator Salvation, and alien but human guy in Avatar. Now, for the role of Perseus, Worthington really stretched his acting abilities to the limit by exercising his Greek god but human guy chops. Worthington's character is first discovered floating in his dead mother's coffin, nestled inside next to said dead mother. Now, he's raised on board a fishing boat, never going to shore, never spending even one moment with another living soul save the weird people that found him floating in his dead mother's coffin as a baby. Yet, despite these obviously psychological scarring circumstances, Perseus is remarkably well balanced and stable. That is until Hades, the god of the underworld, kills the only people he knows for no reason whatsoever. In fact, let me digress. The scene is this. Perseus and his little freaky band of people that picked him up out of his dead mother's coffin are floating along the coastside when all of a sudden they look up and see a bunch of humans all angry about something tearing down the statue of Zeus. Zeus falls, Hades gets kind of pissed off about it, swoops up, and starts killing all the humans for knocking down the statue of Zeus. Perseus decides he's going to do something about it, and he gets all huffy. What's he going to do? He's on a boat. They're down in the water. They're looking up. What's Perseus going to do anyway? His father stops him and says, "No, Perseus, no. Don't do anything. You'll upset Hades. Don't do anything." So they don't do anything. At which point Hades looks down and kills them all, leaving Perseus alive. When they decide not to do anything, that's when Hades kills them. The film continues as aimlessly as a blind paraplegic does at a quick draw competition in Virginia City. At no time do any of the completely paper-thin characters make the screen an acceptable place to rest your eyes. Hell, even the special effects aren't that great. The filmmakers actually insert gigantic, elephant-sized scorpions that, oh, and wait for this, growl at our lead character as they're traversing through the desert without, mind you, one bit of food or one drop of water. So, to sum up, this film should only be viewed by ex-convicts as a condition of their parole. Even then, only 15 minutes at a time, because we are not sadists, for God's sakes. And that's it.
Jalo joku naumet.